AITAH for asking my wife to consider changing careers. I'll start by saying we've been married for approximately 13 years, and most of that time has been great. When I met my wife, she was already working as a flight attendant, and we always knew kids were in our future. A couple of years into our marriage, we decided to start trying and now have 2 amazing kids. Fast forward, and she's been back to flying for about 3 years now. She works 50% of the time, flying anywhere from 4 to 7 days per month, mainly back to the US. She also has another part-time home office job where she works 20 hours a week. The hours are flexible, and she can split them up however she wants, working more some weeks and less when she's flying. Our kids are 6 and 8 and are very active, including participating in competitive sports at a national level. We recently built a house and have a lot of friends with various activities planned each day per week. Now, enough background and on to the point of the post. We live in Germany, where there are robust employee protection rights, allowing one to call in sick up to 20 days for personal illness and 10 days per child. Recently, I've noticed she's overwhelmed and stressed, often calling in sick to her flight attendant job mainly to avoid missing the kids' activities, especially the competitive sports. My salary is okay but not great, considering the total hours worked. Flight attendants only get paid when the plane is moving, not for the briefings conducted 4 hours before takeoff. However, her additional income helps with future retirement planning and other expenses. I recently suggested she evaluate if she still enjoys flying. If not, I proposed she consider quitting and increasing her hours at her other job to about 30 hours a week. This way, she could handle more of our personal lives and the kids' needs. One of our kids has severe ADHD and requires regular attention. This change could provide a more stable environment for our kids and be financially beneficial since the salary is better at her side job. I also pointed out how often the kids say they miss her and ask why she has to fly. To be clear, I always support her by explaining to the kids that this is her job and some moms have jobs that require travel. This is where she lost it. She accused me of trying to take away her happiness, and said that I married her as a flight attendant. She said, this is her dream job, and she's not quitting for anyone, basically accusing me of trying to take away her happiness. She also mentioned that, not everyone has to hate their job like you do. To clarify, I don't hate my job. It fulfills me, but it's definitely not my dream job. I tried to explain that people evolve, situations change, and what was practical 10 years ago may not be practical now. I reminded her that I was a bartender when she met me, living a completely different lifestyle. I decided to get an office job with better pay and more stable hours in anticipation of our family life. I explained that I really loved bartending, tending to guests, and building social relationships with people. She then suggested I go back to doing what I love. I tried explaining how it's not financially feasible, since the salary is approximately 70% lower, and that we wouldn't be able to afford our house and current lifestyle. This is where happiness became conditional. She listed all the things we wouldn't be able to do if I took a pay cut and ended by saying, but you can if you want to. She knows my decision to take a happier role would cause financial discomfort for the entire family, leading to everyone's unhappiness. My question is, AITA for asking her to consider trading in her dream job for one that's more compatible with our high-demand lifestyle, where she could potentially earn more.